Praise the Lord. All right. So, I'm watching TV today, and I just love how the Lord will give me stuff. Heard this 1,000 times, but let's see if we can't learn you something. So, it was about schools and what they were doing, but it was about some money that the particular category was going to be receiving. It's called arts and science. And categories are meant because they are similar. In other words, it's not by mistake that arts, whatever they be, painting and, let's get into some other arts, the black arts, the dark arts. Art is art and science. See what I'm saying? They're in the same category. So whatever nonsense that they can come up with in their imaginations, which is what arts are, music, imagination, painting, abstract, all that, it's abstract science. So, and as I'm thinking about this, lo and behold, they give us the Mars update. They sent the rover up there to, seek out life. So, seeking you will find, I promise you that they're going to come back with some information about having found life on Mars. Have some fun with them. But let's get real clear. Science is in the same category of arts because it's the same thing as the imagination. Now, let's talk about those 200 plus million miles that Mars is away, where the little rover is supposed to be wheeling around and seeking out life. There has to be a broadcast system for the little rover to broadcast the information back over 200 million miles. Now, as we all know, these clouds that are above me will block out your little satellite that's here on Earth, powered by great sources of energy, and yet they get blocked by the clouds. But from 200 million miles away, not only does the batteries that are on the little rover have to power it and ride it around and steer all 6 wheels and drive all 6 wheels and have the equipment, it also has to have a broadcast system. Now, anyone, once again, if you've ever seen or had a radio with 100,000 watts, it's only good for about 150 miles here on Earth, powered by 100,000 watts of energy. I don't think that they were able to put the batteries on top of the rocket that it would require to broadcast from Mars to Earth, pinpointed to the receiver there in Houston, on battery power. If that doesn't make sense to you, start thinking. Let your mind start working. Remember, all of that up there, the things that they say they are, God placed them. I'm not going to get into everything else I've said, but consider the amount of power it would take to push that signal from Mars to the pinpointed satellite receiver over there in Houston, or wherever, anywhere on Earth. Guys, they make it too easy. Satan has to show you his hand. First, by classifying science in the same category as arts and science. And then by making everyone buy the fact that they landed something 200 plus million miles away and are now broadcasting. Go look at the size of your car. There's enough batteries in there. They have all the scientific equipment. They even have a drill to go down into the surface of the Earth and pull out, I guess the water crystals that they're looking for. I promise you they're going to say they found them, because that's a foregone conclusion. Guys, I love y'all. Now let's get into the Word. Or once again, I just have to go back to how God says things work. Remember, He's not the author of confusion. So when He said this, you have to believe that He knew someone would go to His Word to find out the truth of how things worked out there, up there, and in fact here on Earth. So, Joshua chapter 10, verse 12 and 13. And Joshua spoke to the Lord in the day when the Lord delivered up the Amorites before the children of Israel. And he said in the sight of Israel, Sun, stand still over Gibeon, and the moon in the valley of Ajalon. So the sun stood still, and the moon stopped, till the people had revenge upon their enemies. Is this not written in the book of Jasher? So the sun stood still in the midst of heaven, and did not hasten to go down for about a whole day. In those two verses, it's very clear that the sun is in fact in motion, not the earth. It didn't say, Lord, have the earth stop spinning. It said, have the sun stand still. Get it? Believe the Lord, because every man's a liar. God bless y'all. Have a good day.